I don't believe Rick Ross was really that prepared. Just from the speed of how Rick Ross been putting out music for the last couple of years and how he ain't really been dropping crazy, I just don't think you was war ready just like that. So that makes me kind of look at this a little bit funny. But then real quick, I do too, just I guess we can get into I want to get into the Lil Yachty conversation first. And of course, like I said, we're going to get into the Drake and get into everything else that happened over the weekend. I do want to say I'm very disappointed in the Mystics. I do want to say that real quick before we get into this rap stuff. For people who don't know, of course, we record on Monday, so the WNBA draft is going on right now. Caitlin Clark went #1. The tall model-looking girl that played for Stanford. I'm not gonna lie to you. And let's go crazy. I'm gonna say it on mic. I think we just said it on mic before, but I'm just gonna say it clear. What makes it even this group, this draft class right here, this 2024 WNBA draft class, even more palatable is because these women are actually beautiful. And I know it's hard to say that because for most men who really be into sports or voice their opinion, you're probably too old, so you kind of feel kind of crazy, like you don't want to be lusty over girls in their 20s, but it is what it is. Let's call a spade a spade. The reason why people can easily, and even our niece said it yesterday when I went over our younger brother Joan and she was watching Juju and just with the bun because she always wear her hair in a bun. So it was just like those things are you'll be so, and that's one of the reasons why I even always make sure I go out of my way to even speak about the WNBA, because you never just know how the future may portray itself, and you don't realize how little girls see certain things and be like, oh, cool. I like that. I like the way this girl played. This is a pretty girl. I don't have to look like a boy. And this is something from our niece. I don't know, she like 8 or 9 or something. I don't even know how old she is right now. But the point of it is an elementary school kid can sit here and say that. And I know for a fact, I know we live in the times where the world is so sensitive, so nobody really want to come out and say it. But sometimes though, these conversations need to be had because that's the only way we get to see the progression. And that's the only way you can actually get to support these women like they are. Like I said, the young lady who went #2, she was the center for Stanford and she got drafted by the LA Sparks. Bro, she literally, go look at her picture. Just Google. I can't even remember what her name is. Just Google the WNBA draft and the #2 pick. Dog, this girl literally looks like a goddamn supermodel. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Dog, it's for a long time. I'm sure if y'all are old enough, if you are in your 30s and you grew up watching, like, let's say if you didn't even grow up. Let's just say, matter of fact, if you are old enough to watch the episode of Martin when. And it may be a little bit different for some, because I'm even trying to think of that U.S. team. A lot of them women still did, like Cynthia Cooper, Lisa Leslie's, Dawn State. They still look like women. And at that time, women weren't as super made up, so the hairdos that they had was still kind of the same. But don't get me wrong. But let's be clear. It's been a huge rough patch in the WNBA and women's basketball where a lot of them women look like dudes. So, and that's going to always kind of be a turnoff. I love the way Kamilla Cardoso. Like, and the crazy thing is, I was watching just like the pregame, and they was doing the talking. She was doing like a Sephora ad. Like she was like, yeah, whatever. So obviously she got some type of Sephora advertisement going on, but I was looking at a joint like, dog, Rihanna is fumbling the rock. Like, I know she kind of pulled back, especially after a lot of the girls started just say crazy stuff, so she kind of haven't been going crazy with the I'm sure most of y'all been planning, like she hasn't been going OD with the marketing for the Fenty Savage, so you haven't even seen as many girls doing the brand ambassador for her anymore. But I was like, oh, who is not in Rihanna? If Rihanna is like, this to me would have been like, why not have all these girls? I would have gave all of them some NIL money. If I owned any type of I'm scrambling my words up. Any type of makeup company, I would have literally had these girls wearing my brand because they was recovering them all day long.
My only question is, how is Kim tied into with the WNBA too, with that scams thing?
But that's just that's no. I don't think that's got nothing to do with that. Or if she do, I haven't seen none of them do no advertisement yet.
Okay, because that's what I was wondering, because you got to think about it. I feel like the WNBA marketing wise, you don't have too many brands in there. So let's say if Kim was tied to it, it might be like,
I don't think so though. I haven't seen her do, because when she went, I don't know. I don't think because she don't sell makeup. She only do like the underwear stuff. So I'm talking about. I ain't talking about lingerie. I'm not talking about putting none of the girls in lingerie. I'm talking about why not have them in. Yeah, but I'm just saying, why not have them in the Fenty makeup? Like, to me, Angel Reese would have been like her, the Kamilla Cardoso shit. Even like I'm telling you, I'm mad that I don't know this girl. I want to say her last name like Brinks or something, but the girl for Stanford that went #2. I think it's like Cameron. Yeah, Cameron Brinks. I think that's her name. Cameron Brinks. You're absolutely right. That's it. So I would have. It's no way in hell I own a makeup company, and I didn't. And I know for a fact this is going to be the most watched WNBA draft. It makes absolutely no sense to me that you don't have these girls doing makeup advertising right now. Like, it's no way in hell, dog. That to me was the biggest fumble. Like, everybody loved to just talk about, oh, this person's a billionaire, this, that, and the third. But nah, let's talk about some of them fumbles sometimes, because that right there is a fumble of the bag. Like, if you talking about trying to sell product placement, dog, this would have been the perfect time that I would have absolutely, because perfect.
Don't you think some of them still look like, looking at some of them pictures, they do look nice, but it's just like dog.
Yeah, Caitlin Clark still look kind of like bulky, but that's just because she just kind of built like a little
some
boy.
of them just look like, I'd rather see you in your uniform than.
Nah, you tripping. Them three that I'm talking about right now. I'm talking. As a matter of fact, even the young lady. Goddamn, what's her name? She got drafted by. I want to say I think it was Dallas. I think her name. I can't remember her name, but I want to say they said her mom played basketball or something. But she had like some crazy buffs on. And she looked like and she went to Tennessee. I just can't remember her name. I'm just drawing blanks on names right now. But nigga, she looked good as hell. No, but them three that I'm talking about, Kamilla Cardoso, that Brinks girl, and Angel Reese, nigga, I don't listen to what I'm telling you. And in the WNBA and everybody that was marketing, of course, they know for a fact, dog, men are men, dog. You still got two eyes. You ain't in your grave yet. You still got two eyes. You can look. And even women, I'm on Twitter and I'm on Threads before I got in here. And I seen girls was like, oh yeah, look at how good she looked. Boom. That's literally, as soon as that girl got drafted number 2, it was literally you talking about, dog, she looked like this. I seen endless women saying, dog, this girl looks like a goddamn runway model. That Brinks girl, oh my gosh, she is dropped dead.
She had that black and white dress on.
Yeah, nigga, and with the long, but that's my point. But that's again where that's somebody telling her lean into the sex appeal. Even for Angel Reese, even for Kamilla Cardoso, she had a blazer with like no shirt on under it. Lean into it because you want dudes to lust over you. Because guess what? Those dudes who lust over you, the same way I support Lotto and Meg Thee Stallion, and all those women. Like when we talked about Meg last week doing the 42 million, yeah, I'm pushing the product. But guess what? Even for that, think about it. All the songs that people have not even paid no attention to, they've been dropping in the last 2 weeks since this back and forth with Future and all them. Guess what? The only song that stood out outside of shit, even probably more than the Beyonce song, to be honest, is the Megan and Glorilla joke. Think about all the songs that came and went and people have not had no real conversation about it. Like Chris Brown just dropped the deluxe album. He literally only got in the conversation is because he dissed Quavo, and that lasted for like 2 seconds when Quavo came back, clapped him up and zipped him all right on, sent him out of his business. And shout out to Quavo for standing on business extremely fast.
So now do you really, I think a lot of this is kind of just, like you said before, WWE rollout type of, the market.
Oh yeah, no, but listen, the nigga, they killed me on TikTok for sitting here calling Chris Brown a clout chaser. I swear to God, you go to my TikTok right now, go through the comments. I stopped looking at my TikTok for like the whole weekend because they was dragging me to hell. Chris Brown don't need to do no goddamn clout chasing. What is Quavo gonna do for Chris Brown? Obviously, dog, this the only song. He just dropped the deluxe project. I don't even know how many songs was on there because I tried to listen to it, but I kind of like with my style of R&B, of course, will be more the new Future. So I really didn't just go too crazy with it. But realistically, I still got two eyes. I pay attention. Y'all know what I do. I stroll. I look on all the social media, see what people talking about. Nobody ain't talking about that Chris Brown song. And the sad thing is, what maybe, and we're gonna get right back to the WNBA, and then we'll move it to whatever the case, and move, I guess, back into. I wanted to talk about Lil Yachty, and I do want to give academics some flowers too. But just even for yeah, with Chris Brown, nobody else was talking about nothing else. That was it. They talked about that. That was because he was smart. He dropped that early, and Quavo response. So they kind of both dropped on Thursday. So they gave themselves a day to have before Future came with his situation. So it was just like, I do feel like it's cloud chasing. And for Chris Brown, I'm not mad at Chris Brown. I'm putting out a deluxe. Okay, the music kind of ain't really been speaking as many volumes. And if I don't want to wait on TikTok for somebody to come up with a creative dance to one of my songs, let me start up my own controversy. It was smart. I'm not mad at him because you see what is grabbing people's attention right now. And that even started from the girls at the beginning of the year, from Cat Williams, like beef, the controversy, dog, is what's going to get people attention. It's sad, but it's true. That's what happens. Even when we talk about the WNBA, we was talking about when it was the race thing, and it was Angel Reese, and it was Caitlin Clark versus all the blacks. Like, it's just, dog, people like beef, people like controversy, people are going to pay attention to it. They're going to pick a side, and it's going to happen. I'm sorry. I know y'all love Chris Brown. Think Chris Brown the closest thing to Michael Jackson. I understand it. I understand the fandom for Chris Brown. But let's be clear, Chris Brown had to clout chase by, Quavo ain't talked to that girl since 2017. They dated in 2017. It's 2024, though. It's almost 7 years ago. You to diss somebody for something that a girl that he dated 7 years ago is ridiculous. So you cannot tell me that's not clout chasing. But again, going back to the WNBA draft, like I said, I know for the majority of the year, of course, I've been hating on Caitlin Clark, but I'm going to give her credit, dog. That Caitlin Clark effect is ridiculous. Me and a younger brother was looking at ticket prices, dog. Perfect example. Ticket prices for a normal Mystics game. I think he just sit here and text me for the jump. So right now it's $28. You can go get you a normal average Mystics game ticket is $28. Right now when they play their games against the Fever, the cheapest ticket is $200. That is the Caitlin Clark effect. I listen to her say, I done hated enough. It's a new year. It's a whole new season. This is a different org. This is the WNBA. I don't think it's going to be a cakewalk for her. I do believe a lot of those older women are a little bit bitter, and they're going to go out their way to do what Patrick Beverly did to Alonzo Ball his first year in the
and I think you absolutely true. But then I also feel like she's that kind of player right now that's going to
That was something that popped up on your laptop.
That's going to, develop with the game, adapt to it. I feel like she got that kind of, like how Steph Curry kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like I got that ability to adapt to how they playing me. Like I feel like the first couple of games, yes, they gonna get physical with her, punch her,
for
shit
sure,
like that.
of course. So
but
giving her
like
her welcome to the
season,
WNBA
she
moment.
gonna start.
Yeah, of course. I mean, let's don't get to
adapting.
Yeah, of course. I agree with you. I do think she's going to have some games, but even regardless, and to me, she's going to get her 8 game from everybody. And I do think you got to just take advantage of it. The same way even with Wemby. Like, niggas going every time Chet get a chance to block up with Wemby, though, the first time they played, it didn't live up to the hype because both of them played like doo-doo. But then the longer the season kept going on, them games got more competitive. Chet and Wemby both started to show up. So it's going to happen. Realistically, it's going to happen. But I guess my main thing of even starting this conversation was allowing the women to figure out a way to still look appealing to the masses, not where it's just like, because I understand how loud that feminine voice, women should be able to wear cornrows and do whatever. Cool. I'm not saying that, but if we're talking about star power, when a woman can sit here and be very beautiful oh my God, I wish I would have had that, oh man, I wish I would have had this girl clip on TikTok that I follow. She was talking about tens. It was some girl on TikTok who I think she posted like a video and that joint like got like 1 million something likes. And it was another girl who broke it down and was like, dog, I know that y'all don't be wanting to use the number system, but dog, some women are just tens. So anytime they get on any platform, they're going to do numbers because they're literally just that beautiful. And people, of course, because the times we live in, people don't want to be honest with those conversations. And that's really what be going on. So you kind of cannot sit here and not try to talk about it because dog, it happens. It's the truth. And I feel like you will be doing these women a disservice if you don't compliment how good they look. We only have nothing to do with basketball because before you even get on the court, you're going to have to be able to sell tickets. You're gonna have to be able to sell jerseys. You're gonna have to get people to want to follow you and lock into your thing. Matter of fact, the girl I was talking about with the glasses on, I want to say she got whatever team she got drafted to. That was one of her things. Like, oh yeah, people gonna love my personality or whatever the case may be. I want to say she got. It was the Wings. So what is that? I want to say that may be Dallas. She got drafted to Dallas. But like I said, I mean, we gonna see. It's gonna be it will be a nice WNBA season again. I'm so disappointed in the Mystics. I didn't think
that you the whatchamacallit chick, Cameron or whatever.
Yeah.
That's Steph Curry's
goddaughter or something.
God sister.
Okay, God sister. Okay.
His parents is the
yeah, I did because his mother was at the draft. I remember they did say that, and a lot of people were tweeting like that. Damn, I didn't even know she had any type of no people didn't know her and Steph Curry had any type of relations or any type.
I think I have seen them before working out. Because I want to say she might be Under Armour.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that. I want to say the only girl that I knew that was under Armour was the young lady who was talking about number 12 for South Carolina. Was it Malaya Foyer? Well, I can't remember. Number 12 that played for South Carolina, the one with the dreads. She's an Under Armour player. Because matter of fact, when they won the championship, Under Armour billboards around the whole South Carolina when they was doing their parade over the weekend. So they had literally like boards all over. And again, reason why I wanted to shout out Caitlin Clark, even though State Farm did their big one for her and what is that? Madison Square Garden, but what is it called? In Manhattan. They had Times Square. Times Square. They had the big billboards like the jump and right there in the middle, and they had the Caitlin Clark #1 draft pick. Like one thing, like I said, I can hate for entertainment purposes, and of course, a lot of that was the core because of the players that I root for. And the Chicago, let me go out on a limb. Chicago Sky will be my new WNBA team. I'm still got love for Asia Wilson and the Aces, but they old and they kind of like already the super team. Cool. I'm cool on them. My underdog squad that I'm going to do a lot of betting with will be the Chicago Sky, but just because they got Kamilla and they got injuries, so that's a 2-for-1 for me. Like I said, we can get ready to get out of there. And my last thing is, of course, let me tell you something. That word, I don't know what it is about the word casual though. I can go past sassy. You can say a couple other things to me. If you call me sassy and then I go to your page and you look like you taking pictures on like the original iPhone, I'm going to drag you to hell. Or if you even call me a casual, I'm going to literally like I would rather not comment nothing back negative. I try to keep my positive hat on, but if you call me a casual, I'm just gonna get out of character. I'm sorry, I can't help it. I'll call it niggas broke and everything, and that's just not even in my character. But it was just like I made a joke talking about the Lakers, and the thing to blow me is. For me, and I may just be a person because I just take in a lot of content, so I look at content differently. Before I even comment on somebody's page, I may go, especially if they got a wild take, I may go look at a couple of the other jokes and see like, what do these people actually be talking about before I make just a wild comment. Now, there's a difference, like if it's Bleacher Report or ESPN, like this is just random pages, so it don't matter. It's not a person attached to these pages. But then somebody's like, oh, you a casual, because I made a joke about the Lakers playing the Grizzlies. I'm talking about betting. I ain't talking about nothing else. And that's why I sit in, because when most of the time when I make, especially if it's just like a random game that it's nothing to even celebrate, like the Lakers Lakers beat the Grizzlies. I ain't supposed to celebrate that because the jump was supposed to be a minus 1,000. So for people who bet, like if I would have put $10 down on a jump that's minus 1,000, I could make nothing but 10 cents. $10 to make 10 cents. So that's how bad that they were supposed to beat the Grizzlies. The spread was supposed to be, they were supposed to win by 16. Though they won by 3 points. A last minute steal from LeBron James.
And that was questionable too.
Exactly. A last minute steal. So my whole point of it is, and I was like, dog, this is the worst win of the season. Niggas, oh, you a casual, you don't watch. What you mean? Dog, the Grizzlies literally played nobody. 13 of their players, dog. It's only 15 people to a team. So that means they literally brought players up from their G League team. You not come. What are you talking about? You don't watch no games for real. I'm like, bro, I ain't gonna argue with y'all. Y'all broke and you don't, and you listening. You may be reading and you not listening. I'm talking about for people who gamble, and I say this is why. Shout outs to Ant, because me and him talk about he do a lot of sports betting. We just be damn talking about bets. And he lost yesterday with the Lakers. Because he bet with Anthony Davis. I won yesterday because I just bet a straight 20 plus with LeBron and the Lakers to win because this was against the Pelican. But I come on here and I talk about how much money I lose, or you even be when we be watching the games together, you be hearing me like, dog, certain times, like anytime I take Austin Reeves, he don't show up. So I'm sitting here know for a fact this is a big game. Even if they blow the Pelicans out, I know how Darvin Ham be. If they start blowing people out, they start sitting people early, so you won't hit no type of parlay. So keep it cute, do 20, and just do for the money line. So I've talked about that, but again, like I said, people just I'd be like, bro, y'all don't watch no games. You're not gonna argue me about it. If this was another random team and it wasn't the Lakers, nigga, that's all if the Lakers lose, I don't even post no content most of them days. What the hell is you talking about? Nigga, but listen, so that's my whole point. That's why when somebody, I'm like, dog, you can call me a casual to a lot of things, but nothing that got to do with LeBron James is absolutely ridiculous, dog. But it was cool. Like I said, that's the only time I'll really get out of my character. But I do want to give for people who are like, okay, so it was a guest today. Of course, like I said, it's Monday. So early in the morning, I guess, matter of fact, well, I ain't got to play the academic show. I could just tell y'all. So Metro Boomin was basically sent to blogs. He was trying